question is often asked, how is biotensegrity useful to treatment? How do I apply it in treatment? Well, I don't apply it as such. Because when I was treating people years ago, I came out of college, yeah, we do this, a series of techniques, and I learned to do stuff, and things were happening that I didn't understand, but it just happened. And then suddenly biotensegrity came along, when I met Steve, and suddenly there was an explanation for the things that I could feel and do. Mm-hmm. So when I'm treating somebody, it's like in there's an understanding of what's going on, but I don't actually apply it. You know, it's just there. Yes, I can't explain. I think my patients get a better treatment because I know that, but I can't quantify that. I can't say any more than that, which is really frustrating for me and for the people asking the question.
Well, it's because you were trained to treat in a biotensegrity concept, even though they didn't have it.
Yes.
But that's what you were trained to treat as. So you were treating in a holistic concept and treating this whole thing. What biotensegrity does is give you an understanding of what you were doing and then allows you to modify it a little bit here and there because you understand when things work or don't work, you have a model to move back into. But the point of it is that, you see, I think rolfing and yoga and all these things are biotensegrity concepts to begin with. They just don't have a model to bounce off. Because they are holistic and they do understand the body that way and they do work that way. It's just they never had a model, you see, so they were always trying to squeeze it back into these other models. And the problem that I had is that surgery does apply this other model, the linear model, and I really get conflicted in there. And that's one of the reasons I gave up surgery, is because that conflict is very immediate and I see it as I'm doing it. But you know, my manual training part was the other part, because I was also trained as a manual therapist, and that allowed me to see so I saw this conflict between the two. But it's you know, the manual therapists, those of us who are manual therapists already have that concept in us. By our training, we just have the words of the old, old-fashioned concepts, the originalist concept. I think that's a term we call them, the originalist. Does it that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm. I think that there are many, that's not so much now, but there used to be many different modalities of treatment. Yeah. Some of them were holistic, looked at the whole body. Yeah. Some didn't, but so much more, particularly with the biotensegrity thing, gives everyone the chance to practice holistically because it's a complete package. It understands everything about the body, or potentially explains everything that's going on. So rather than doing a series of techniques, we're using the techniques as an expression of our understanding of what's going on, of the anatomy, the physiology. And that is developing so much more, I think, because of the biotensegrity. People are latching onto it, even if they don't fully understand it. And it gives them that framework from which to, yes, to practice holistically, really holistically.